Hey, brewery or small business owner. At the Beer Accountant, they understand the unique financial challenges of the craft brewing industry. Are you tired of navigating complex brewery accounting and taxes on your own? Staying up late working on financials and getting your finances in order after a whole workday? They're a CPA dedicated to helping breweries like yours thrive, with services ranging from qualified bookkeeping, business tax prep, to strategic financial planning. Stop wasting time on spreadsheets and focus on what you do best: making great beer and running a small business. The Beer Accountant is led by Patrick McDonald, a CPA for 14 years. They are also the official CPA of the Brewers of PA, servicing over 50 breweries in 4 states. If you own a brewery or small business, stop overpaying for reactive support and start being proactive with the Beer Accountant. Don't brew that IPA without this CPA. Visit beeraccountant.com to learn how their specialized expertise can help your brewery grow, profit, and succeed. That's Beer Accountant at beeraccountant.com.
Are you a brewer looking to open, grow, or plan your next move? I'm Ted Zeller, liquor law attorney at Norris McLaughlin. I've spent my career working with breweries, helping them navigate the regulations that come with this industry at the municipal, county, state, and federal levels. From first permits to expansion into new markets, my team serves as legal counsel on licensing, compliance, and distribution. If you're ready to plan your next move or need legal guidance, I am here to help. Feel free to call me at 484-765-2220 or email me at tzeller@norris-law.com.
So when you brewed at Dock Street, I know like you actually went there and like you kind of like learned how to brew. Right?
Yeah. My guy Vince, he was the head brewer there at the time, and his guy Mark, and they schooled me the game on all of that.
Were you into craft beer before that?
Drinking it, yeah. I mean, the craft Philly Beer Scene Awards and Philly Beer Week. I was involved with all of that. And I saw a lot. I was the only black person there most times. There might have been like 3 black people in the crowd sometimes. Yeah. I'm like, we having fun though. Like, I need to bring people into this. Like, we missing something over here. I've always said, I feel like growing up, we drink to get drunk. Like, we're drinking to get fucked
drinking
up.
Tequila.
Yeah, we're drinking bullshit. We're drinking OE back in the day and shit like that. But I'm at these events and it's like, oh, we're having a beer. Like, this is like a whole like experience. Like, it's a battle of the bands and all this cool stuff. So I'm like, let's bring everybody over here. So partner with Vince at Dock Street, and we created Nice Things IPA. It was a pineapple infused IPA. It was 6.7%.
Welcome back to Brew That Podcast. I'm your host, Richie Tevlin, joined as always by Evan Blum.
Hello.
So tonight we have on Chill Moody.
Yo.
Rapper, entrepreneur, Philly ambassador.
Yeah.
Doer of everything in Philadelphia. You're kind of all over the place.
A lot of nice things, man.
A lot of nice things.
Got my hands in too many things, man. But I'm happy to be here.
That's gonna be part of the conversation.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure it is.
Like you're doing so many things. It's like you're a serial entrepreneur with like, and not just like one industry. You know,
right.
Across everything.
They have cross sections, but I also, I am the cross section between them all. Like, I guess rap and golf now has a connection, and they now do. But when I started,
because of you're the needle that threads.
I would like to feel that way sometimes, but maybe I'm just ahead of the curve. Right? These ideas are out here for everybody to grab.
Well, going off of that, so we have a lot of people on. We have beer people, liquor people. We have a lot of restaurant people on. Like we have food people on. Food and beer go together.
Yeah.
Alcohol and food go together.
Yeah.
You're our first sports. We've had sports people on. You're our first music people. Person we've talked about having somebody music on.
Yeah.
I've drank 8 beers and not ate food plenty of times. I've never drank 8 beers and not listened to music.
You have to. music might get you from beer 5 to beer 8. Like,
you need it. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm here now. Like,
exactly.
Let's turn. I ain't hear this in a minute.
Exactly.
Now you 3 more beers in.
Exactly. So
that's real.
Alcohol and music are the real combo. But cool. Well, thank you for coming on. So what do you have? We have the tequila transfusions.
Yeah. Right now we are about to. I guess we're gonna crack some.
Yeah, let's crack.
Yeah, Nice Things tequila transfusion. For those not familiar, a transfusion is a golf course cocktail. It's typically made with vodka, so it's usually vodka, grape juice, ginger ale, and lime. I took the vodka out. I put tequila in. Also added bergamot and black currant, so you get a couple other like floral type.
It's a nice color
different
too.
situations. Yeah, come a nice little like a light magenta type situation, little
That's good.
translucent magenta, and 5.6%. So you know super crushable, super refreshing. Less than 100 calories, lightly carbonated, no bloat, all that stuff, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming in. So, you're sitting here. We have this tequila transfusion. This is great. We start from the beginning, I guess, with everybody. Like, you're a rapper. Rapping is kind of your main thing, right? That's everything builds off of that.
I mean, what's the main thing? I mean, the main thing is
the main thing is whatever you're doing right now.
The main thing is don't get excited. But yeah. I always like to say hip hop got me here. Mm-hmm. I'm in most of the rooms that I'm in because of music, because I rapped. But you know, I just approach it that way. I've built my lifestyle brand in a way that now rap can solely be the passion. I rap, you know, and I treat it like the art form that it actually is. It's not a necessity for you know me to give Pico their money every month.
Yeah.
Like I ain't rapping for that no more. So yeah, hip hop, you know, I guess I'm always gonna say like hip hop got me here. Like that was the first vibe.
Cool. So on top of this, my full-time job right now is I got my tap room open. I'm Ubering, and I drove one of your cousins. Don't ask me his name.
Cool. I wouldn't do
ago.
that. But how do you know that was my cousin?
Your name came up somehow.
That's wild.
I think he just brought you up. I was just like, do you know Chill Moody's my cousin?
Interesting. Had to hit up the group chat, see who that was.
Yeah. But like, when did you start rapping? Like, was this a young thing? I mean, because you've been an entrepreneur for so long. Like,
I've been an entrepreneur probably just as long as I was rapping. Like,
Okay.
I had music in third grade and fourth grade, and I had a candy stand in front of my house around that same exact time.
Where, in West Philly?
Yeah, in West Philly. Yeah, so it was always that. I always wanted my own thing. I was the kid that ripped the labels off of stuff and made his own stickers to put on and stuff. It's like, no, this ain't Poland Spring. This is, nice things water. Like it was always that. But yeah, as early as like second, third grade, I was rapping.
And you were actually rapping, not just like freestyling with your friends.
Yeah,
You were
I'm
actually
writing
trying to make
raps. We
music.
performing them in talent shows and things like that. That continued until, let's say, probably like early high school. Was like my introduction to like a studio and like recording music, and we was just recording all ourselves. Laptop, hung a mic off of a clothes wire in the basement. And didn't have the proper programs. We just had a stereo that could record you. So we had the microphone here. We got the stereo right here playing the beat, and we're on the other side of the microphone rapping into the microphone. It sounds like trash, but like that was our intro to like, oh, we can record ourselves. And somebody heard it and was like, all right, this ain't half bad. This is what y'all need to do. You should get this program. You should get Cubase. You get Cool Edit. Like those are the programs.
Yeah, it's
way back
probably,
then.
then you make a CD or whatever.
Then you start making
selling it,
CDs. We
and
start
then
burning them CDs.
Probably
People
your
around.
first sale you got, where you're like, oh, this is different.
Well, people around the way is like really like liking the music.
Yeah.
And, then I went off to college, and it just kept going. It kept going. We can tell the whole story, but
Yeah, no, it's interesting. So we have a ton of beverage brands on here all the time. So mostly everybody's like they're an entrepreneur as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you're one of the. We've had a few media brands, but like it's got to be coming from a whole different side of things, from like the music industry and like making it and just trying to make it. Like
my
different hardships.
My background, as far as like college, was public relations. So
Okay.
I come from that media side too. I always wanted to work in advertising. I love to tell a story in my music. I love to tell a story about
your
a brand.
music's like super lyrical.
Yeah, a little introspective, a lot lyrical. But yeah, I love to tell those stories. So it's my approach to all of this has always been the same. It's from that space of like, I want to tell a story. I want to be able to co-sign something, and you to be like, yo, Chill put me onto this. Like I live for that.
And Joe Moody is your real name?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, my name's been Chill since I was 6
I was going to
months
ask
old.
you today. I was like, what is your actual name?
Yeah,
Like,
nobody's
I
ever
started
called me
looking at it,
nothing.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, nobody's called
That's
me
cool.
anything other than Chill since I was 6 months old. And Moody's my last name.
When you have a name like that, that's your stage
it did.
name now.
I had stage names.
Oh, really?
They were bad. They were terrible. And my cousin Hank was always like, why don't you just, be
You have the perfect name.
Yeah, like, why don't you just be you? And I'm like, that was back when rappers weren't using their real names. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's corny. Like, I'm not. 2 Chainz is out. Like, how would I not be? Chill Moody, that's corny. Had no idea.
But then the Nice Things, has that always been kind of your extension
Yeah,
brand?
I got that from my cousins. Possibly one of the cousins that was
Yeah.
No, I got that from my cousins. That's just word, like vernacular slang that they used in their hood. Everything was Nice Things. I just picked that up, and I was always saying it in college and high school and college, and people start jumping onto the lingo. I'm like, oh, this can go worldwide or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I don't know, it just became like our brand. It was like, I always knew I wanted that entrepreneurial like leg in my music, but I wanted to have it separated from the music as well. So you got Purple Label, but then you got Ralph Lauren, but then you got Polo, and you got like, it's all the same person, but it's different variations.
And if you
of
look
whatever.
into it, they know that it's you behind it, so
Right.
you don't need
If you really want to dig
Yeah.
deep, you can do that. But I never wanted to be looked at weird when I decided like, oh, we're dropping sneakers. Oh, we're going to drop this or that.
Yeah.
It's like rappers don't do that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, but I'm not just a rapper. I just happen to rap, and that's what popped off first. That was your reference point to me. That's how you met me or whatever. But that's not all I am. You mean? It's what I am, though, but it's not all I am. You feel me?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Was your music career started? Did it pick up in college?
I would say after college. So like during college, I'm selling mixtapes. People are buying my CD and everything, performing a little bit. I think when I got out of college, I sat with my parents and I'm like, yo, give me a year. Let me follow this passion. If it don't work, I do have a degree. I can fall back on that. We'll do that. And I graduated in, let's say that following January, I was on the radio in the city. So I'm like, it looked like it's working. I ain't making no bread yet, but it's like, obviously, if I put my all into this, you know what I mean, there's something there. You know how hard it is to get on the radio, like with no payola, with no, it's literally like, oh, you like this music, you want to put it on. That barely exists. And my guy Izzo and Touchtone, Kyle at the club, they gave me a shot, put me on the radio, and like, I'm like, look, mom, look, pop, like it could work.
Yeah. Your music is also pretty clean. Like
I don't curse in my music. I mean, maybe like
helps to get
super
money.
early stuff, you may have heard some things, but I understand sync opportunities and getting a song into, television shows and sports broadcasts and things like that. On top of that, there's a time where a radio DJ wants to play my record. They text me, yo, send me the song, send me the clean version. If I don't have a clean version on me, I gotta now call the engineer. Yo, can you make a clean version of such and such? What's name's about to play it? They got a 30-minute slot. That joint might be over that quick.
And then that splits all like your numbers all jacked up because it's like
I don't get that opportunity because I couldn't get it to them quick enough. So now it's like, no, there is no clean version. There is no dirty version. There is the version. Like if you got the song, you got the song. Play it. It's like a conscious decision, and understanding. I didn't want to build like no ceilings. On from the rip.
And when did you start doing like you've done all the big festivals? I mean, you've done like what?
Roots Picnic, Wild Wild Welcome America. I've toured. I mean, all that started. I don't know. It's been a while, man. Maybe like 2011. I think I sold out the TLA. 2010, 2011, something like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Were you putting out stuff?
Yeah. So we started with, like most artists, started with T-shirts and hoodies and things
Just at
like
your
that.
shows?
Yeah, just at the shows. And then I think I was drinking Jameson back in the day, and everybody in the crowd was drinking Jameson at my shows. And we sold out the Hard Rock Cafe one night, and they're like, yo, we sold a case and a half of Jameson. It's like 17 bottles of Jameson. It's like a hip-hop concert. Like, what you doing? And I'm like, I got to figure this out. So I started reaching out to the people at Jameson. I met some people there, like higher-ups there, and they really limited us at product. There was never no bread behind it. They wasn't ever trying to throw no extra money. They weren't trying to hear out all our ideas for like content series. And a lot of these content series, I was pitching them way back then. This is 2010. Other people have picked up on them now, and they've now come out, and it's like, I told y'all that. I got the emails. Like I told y'all in 2010, but they wasn't really.
You might have been like too early.
Yeah, they didn't really see it. So anyway, I'm like, well, if that's the case and we're going to be limited to product, I might as well just have my own product. They the ones making all the money off of what we doing. So we first white labeled the water from, it was a well and a factory out in Ithaca. And my guy Rashad put me on, and we white labeled the water. He already had a water company. He kind of like gave me an endorsement deal in a sense. And we had a Nicethings version of that water. I performed at the Roots Picnic that year. And I was like there promoting vitamin water. They had, cut me a check. We had a nice little partnership going and all of that. And then the next time I was there, I'm like, well, here we go again. I can't get my own flavor of vitamin water. They cutting the deal to where they cut. I'm like, all right, we got to do our own. So we just did like a pH, like 7.5 pH, like a solid water. Started there, went from there to the beer to the, I guess the wine, kombucha, and now
you made a wine also?
Yeah. We had a wine partnership with City Winery.
Oh, cool.
Really?
So
Nice.
so it's like I do a show there. We put a special blend together. It's exclusive to that show type situation.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, you starting off in music again, like creating a brand for a lot of people is the hardest thing.
Mm-hmm.
You had like experience doing that. Like once you start making like some of these smaller brands, then it's just like you can kind of like rinse and repeat.
Yeah, it's just that overarching lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
Nautica makes bed sheets and they make polo shirts and Polo makes forks. I got Polo spoons in my house. Like so it's nothing different. It's just if it's of a certain quality, in one field, you just got to make sure it is in that next field, and then it'll just feel like an umbrella over the whole situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you making these at Boardroom?
Yeah, we're up at Boardroom Spirits up in Lansdale.
Yeah.
Solid crew up there. They
It's a massive
super
facility.
knowledgeable, and it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
They got mad expansions coming up. Very, very happy with our relationship and the co-packing situation we got with them. And they schooling me on a lot of this game. I mean, we got into the RTD business. I never. This was the first ready to drink cocktail I've had. I never wanted to taste them. I'm not really into that.
And this is not. You didn't just make a tea and then put your name on it. This
Right.
Is like a
No,
different flavor.
I made the recipe. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking 4 hours of R&D. Like we testing stuff. I'm fried. 'Cause, like, we drinking this is solid tequila. Like we fucked up in there. And came up with the recipe and then wanted to get it a certain color. Then did another round of tasting
Yeah.
where we invited some people in and took some of the carbonation out, try to make sure it was palatable for everybody, not just for my palate, because I've made those mistakes in the past with certain things like making it for me. And I'm like, oh, everybody don't like grapefruit. I might shouldn't have done a grapefruit kombucha first time out. Some people love it, but you either love it or you hate it. So, whatever. So made sure all of that was right. And in the process, the law changed in PA to where these RTDs could be sold in 12,000 locations as opposed to just the state stores, which was like, I think it's like 488 locations in the state or whatever. I'm like, oh, well, that's where we going. Like, let me figure that out. But I tell people all the time, this is not a canned cocktail. This is like a real cocktail in a can. I mean, you could pour this over ice. You could pour this in a glass. Sometimes I tell people throw an extra little shot in there if they, really into that.
Yeah, I mean,
but-
it doesn't taste boozy at all. It's
Right.
really smooth.
It'll catch you though. My thought was, it's a golf course cocktail, so I want you to drink 4, and I want you to have 4. I don't want y'all to get 4 for the foursome. I want you to have your own 4, you to have your own 4-pack, and then by the end of the joint, you like, all right. At the turn, you might get another 4-pack. Like, we want them reoccurring customers.
So you did the golf stuff too, like all these things. I have to ask: did the business come before the passion, or the passion came before the business? Because
it depends on what it is.
Okay.
So golf, for instance,
Yeah.
it was way more passion than it was business. Like,
Yeah.
I never even wanted to tell people I was involved in golf or was interested in it. Because I knew what would happen. I knew it would have to turn into some type of business, and I got into a point where I got tired of turning my hobbies.
Now that you're not doing business,
I can't tell you, but I gotta stop turning my hobbies into business.
Yeah,
and I've spent a life of doing it, and it works and it's cool. But then you have no refuge. You have no going away. Like you guys called me to come down here and drink some beers and talk about this, or drink some tequila and talk.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't feel like work, and it don't feel like work, but it is work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just less serious work.
Right. But turning them hobbies into business is, I don't know. it's a
What's your golf thing?
double-edged.
That's like a nonprofit thing,
Yeah.
right?
So I run a nonprofit called We Golf Now, focused on getting more Black and brown youth involved in the sport and the business of golf. Proceeds from Nice Things Tequila Transfusion go to the nonprofit as well. But
Where is that? Is that in West Philly or?
so we
all over
we
the
host
place?
host different sessions. So right now we're down at Ballers in Fishtown.
Cool.
And we're doing our winter session here, so we'll be done, probably like the week after winter ends. So we might go into April.
And what do you mean? Like, what's a session?
So we have a cohort of, I think we got 6 or 12 kids right now, paired off in
What age?
groups, 8 to 18.
Okay.
And we run them through, for indoor, we're running them through like a hit training, if you will. So Ballers, I don't know if y'all have been down there, it's a huge facility.
I don't think so, no.
It's really, really dope.
That's right by the water. In the,
Yeah, it's right at an old battery building.
Yeah.
I gotta get y'all in there. Y'all gotta
My
come check it
my
out.
roommate plays soccer, like indoor soccer there.
Okay, so it's a soccer pitch there. There's mad padel courts and pickleball courts and racquetball, and they got some really, really dope golf simulators. So they have 4 sims, but they got a sim here. In the middle, there's a short game area, and then we have a space for like classroom stuff. So we're teaching them about the words behind golf, but also teaching them the businesses that you can get in, like the ancillary businesses around golf. You
Yeah.
can be a videographer and be involved in golf. You can make beverages and be involved in golf. So we running them through like hit training. Every 30 minutes they hit a different joint. So right over here, let's say we're doing drivers over here, we're working on irons over here, we're doing short game here, and then we're doing a lesson over here for the day, and we just running them around. 8-week program. At the end of the program, they playing off in a scramble. Each team has already now created their logos and all of that stuff, and they play in a scramble, and that's how we run in this winter session. And then we do something different in the spring and the summer. It's when we get into like our field trips and taking them to Golf Galaxy. We're taking them to the PGA Championship this year.
Nice.
Check out that is right up in Erwinna this year
Are
in
you
May.
going to be selling your transfusion?
We're working on it. There, you will see some transfusions on the course. How they got in there, don't ask me, but you will see something. When you see them, I won't be too far behind. But they'll be there. But taking the kids through there, and then in the fall, we lean back indoors, fall, winter, host our charity golf tournament in August at
Cool.
Letter Rock up in Harleysville.
That's where I'm from.
Okay. That's wild. I've never met anybody from there.
Yeah.
I usually say that place, and they're like, "Where about?" Like,
It's in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at Letter Rock. This will be our 4th year, August 15th. I don't think I even told anybody yet. When's this come up? August 15th. Nice Things Invitational.
Cool.
That's sick. What made you want to like go down that path of? I mean, it's.
I started posting myself golfing a lot, and this was like in the middle of the pandemic, and I'm doing it for therapeutic reasons. I need to get outside. We just was about to be on tour. I had possibly Coachella coming up the year when we went into had to all go inside.
Yeah.
We're coming off doing NPR Tiny Desk. I was
that was
touring.
sick.
Yeah, thank you. I was touring with Donn T, and we had a group called Ann Moore, and things were really picking up. And then COVID comes, bung, everybody sit down. Then our touring agency, ended up dissipating, and what we gonna do? I bought a set of golf clubs and like really got into it. So I started posting it, and I didn't want to feel like holier than thou, like, oh, look, everybody going through something, and I'm out here golfing. But I'm like, this is me going through something too, and I'm like, how do I find a way to convey that? It got too heavy, and then I'm like, well, let's spin it. How can I give back in what I'm doing as well?
Is that your first nonprofit that you've done?
Yeah. So I'm like, how do I find a way to give back? How do I find a way to introduce people to what I'm finding out here? I'm finding solace out here. I'm making a lot of business connections out here. Like it's nice things happening over here. So we created We Golf Now, and it's like a call to action as much as it's like bravado. So I walk on the golf course, I order a transfusion, and I ask, can I get it with tequila? They look at me like I ordered a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. They're like, what do you mean? We don't make them with tequila. And I'm like, well, we golf now, and we drink tequila. But it's also like a nod to the culture. It's like, we golf now. Like, get over here. Like, There's money over here. It's opportunity over here. Like, we golf now. So that's how it all started.
These are also really good. They need to start
Thank
making
you.
transfusions with tequila.
Yeah, they should. I mean, I ain't mad at a vodka transfusion. Like that's why I wanted to make a transfusion. Like you have y'all golf at all?
I mean, I've golfed at Letter Rock before, but I don't golf that much.
But when you're there, it's like you have to drink one of these things.
Whenever I do golf, I do drink.
You have to drink a transfusion. So I'm like, I want my own.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be out here, like I want it the way I like it.
It's not Top Golf. There's another like simulator place like that opening up in West Philly.
Oh well, they just opened Cobbs Creek Golf Course.
Maybe it's that.
And they have
the bi-level thing.
Yeah, bi-level bays. They got I think about 20. They got 60 bays total. And I think they got 20 heated bays. Top Tracer, like it's. Only reason I don't say it's Top Golf because it's really like it's for golfers. You know what I mean? Like you can go out there and have fun. They got
Top Golf is like gun bowling, but
it's like they got good food and all of that there, but the mechanics of the sims that not the sims, but the bays or whatever is like information that like the average golfer doesn't need. Like you can get like your real vitals, your real stats, and all of that. So. I just was over there a couple of days ago. That's why I'm saying all this. I just like had the chance to check it out. And they sell Nice Things Tequila Transfusion, so make sure you get over there. Little Horse Tavern.
So you mentioned the Tiny Desk concert.
Yeah.
We just watched that yesterday.
Yeah.
We saw that there was Dock Street there.
Yeah.
So.
And if you watch any episode after that, like anybody that went on after me, you will see that can there. And they move around a couple places, but they've been there for all of the big performances. Like I make sure I watch them. Like where's my can? Where's that?
Yeah, we saw. I remember noticing that before seeing your episode. And I was just like, "What the fuck is that?"
Right. I put them Jones up there.
I think Love City is up there too.
Love City was also up there.
Yep. So when you brewed at Dock Street, I know like you actually went there and like you kind of like learned how to brew.
Yeah. My guy Vince, he was the head brewer there at the time, and his guy Mark. And they scooped me the game on all of that.
Were you into craft beer before that?
Drinking it, yeah. I mean, the craft Philly Beer Scene Awards and Philly Beer Week. I was involved with all of that, and I saw a lot. I was the only black person there most times. There might have been like 3 black people in the crowd sometimes. Yeah. I'm like, we having fun though. Like, I need to bring people into this. Like, we missing something over here. I've always said, I feel like growing up, we drink to get drunk. Like we're drinking to get fucked up.
Tequila.
Yeah, we're drinking bullshit. We're drinking OE back in the day and shit like that. But I'm at these events and it's like, oh, we're having a beer. Like this is like a whole like experience. Like it's a battle with the bands and all this cool stuff. So I'm like, let's bring everybody over here. So partner with Vince at Dock Street and we created Nice Things IPA. It was a pineapple infused IPA. It was 6.7%. Mostly like mosaic hops.
Cool.
We dry hopped it more than anything because in knowing like my palate and the palate of my culture and everybody's like, oh no, beer's too bitter. So I found out that when you put the hops in is how you get the bitterness. Yeah. I can still call it an IPA because it's still got the same amount of hops and the proper ingredients, but now we dry hop it, so we ain't getting that bitterness from the oil. It's just
fruity, it's not bitter.
Right.
And you put actual pineapples in it?
Yeah. We put pineapples in what's it like, little tea bag, John?
Yeah.
Put that in there. Like really sliced pineapples, no puree, none of that shit. And
real stuff.
Yeah, it was solid. And then we did a blackberry cream ale after that, which was the same type situation. Shout out to them Rose and Maryland. They put me on a lot of game. Renata. They put me on a lot of game about beer.
They have a mezcal now.
Yeah. No, well, they always had the mezcal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they always had the mezcal. That was always like their other thing.
I didn't know that they had like a distillery also. I just saw that a couple months ago.
And then they got they had opened the cannery when we were there. So we were like some of the first beer to come off of their cannery back when we did that with them. It was a lot of fun. And it was right in West Philly. Like I grew up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up going to that spot where Dock Street is, but it used to be like a farmer's market before that. And I think it was a firehouse like way, way back in the day.
Yeah.
But we used to get
now
breakfast sandwiches.
It's Carbon Copy.
Yeah, it's like is it a pizza spot or?
It's a brewery that makes their own pizza.
Okay, I haven't been there yet.
Wine too.
Okay, is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was actually our first episode. Was them.
Yeah.
I gotta go check them out. I haven't been back around there to check them out since Dock Street left.
So I saw you. I think it was immediately after you brewed that. You performed at the opening of Philly Beer Week at the Fillmore.
At the Fillmore. Yeah, I remember that year.
That was dope.
What year was that?
2018.
2018.
Yeah, that's the first time I had Piney the Elder. And I think Victory just were sampling this cherry bomb sour or something.
Yeah.
I remember that one too. I
The
liked it.
Goza.
Yeah, I like that one. It was I had never had a what is it, Ghost?
Goza.
Yeah.
It's like a sour beer that you put a little salt in.
Yeah, I had never had
Salt
one.
and
That
coriander.
shit was all right. I remember them beers that night. That was a good night.
Yeah. Is that your first time performing at Fillmore? I imagine you performed probably at every venue around here. You said the TLA before, but
I can't remember if that was my first time. It wasn't my last for sure. I don't remember if that was my first Fillmore show or not. I know I did something with Chef Robert Irvine at the Fillmore. I can't remember if that was before the Beer Week John or not. Yeah, I can't remember. I've been there a lot. I performed there a lot.
So as an artist, are there like preferred venues for you?
I love the Fillmore.
Really?
I did inducted the Roots into the Philly Hall of Fame, Philly Walk of
sweet.
Fame
That's sick.
at the Fillmore, and got to perform You Got Me and The Seed with Black Thought and the rest of the Roots watching me. And afterwards, I think Dice Raw came up to me and told me, he was like, yo, I'm talking to Reek, I'm talking to Black Thought right there. He's like, yo, he's getting every word. Like, he ain't messed up yet. Like, that's not easy to do. I found out I had to do that event 36 hours before I did it. And I know these songs, but like,
Yeah, but not
you think you know,
perform it
you think you know a song, and then you got to perform it in front of the guy who wrote. I'm like, oh shit! And I got to do it with a suit on because black tie type.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci, or not Joe Pesci, Joe Piscopo. He broke my glasses that night. That was a weird night. Jimmy Fallon was there. That was dope. D'Angelo was there that night. That was.
Have you
a good
worked
night.
with any of the other big Philly artists?
Say that
Have
again?
you worked with any of the other big Philly artists, like Meek or anybody? He's just restarting the cameras.
It's the gloves, man.
He's doing maintenance on his car. He's just put a turbo in his car.
Crazy. Fast and the Furious. Me and Meek never did no records together. We cool.
Yeah.
We just never had.
Because you seem like you're the Philly ambassador. Like, you know everybody.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're a big artist, but you've stayed in Philly, like specifically in Philly.
It was purposeful.
Yeah.
I always felt like, my job, my duty in a sense to like stay 10 toes down here and help build some industry here. Mm-hmm. So like the other people that left for choice, not for like the inevitability of
There's
it.
a lot of Philly people, like not just rappers, but like actors and everything, and other musicians. Like a lot of famous people come from Philly and they just leave.
Yeah, there's no industry here. You got to leave sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on what industry you're in. And that's another reason how I got into beer, because at the time when you feel like there may not be a big music industry in Philly, we had the #1 craft beer scene in the country for maybe like 5-6 years at a point. So I'm like, oh well, there is another industry that's booming over here, and now golf.
Move horizontally.
Yeah, and now golf is a big industry here with Tiger building that course here, and then him and Mike Trout building one right in Jersey, like right across the bridge, and just all of the money that's coming in here with the PGA and the LPGA, they're having all these tournaments here. It's like, all right, here's another industry that's building here. So like I say, I am a rapper. I came here off of that, but that ain't all I am.
New Belgium, Stone, Sierra Nevada. What do they all stand on? Cascade Floors. Family owned and laying down brewery floors since 1971, Cascade builds urethane epoxy and polyester systems engineered for exactly what a brewhouse throws at them. Thermal shock, caustic washdowns, forklifts, and constant abrasion. Cascade floors and walls stay sanitary, slip resistant, and standing for years. With a Philadelphia-based rep and breweries served across 25 states, Firestone Walker, Ballast Point, Russian River, Cascade is the crew that the best in the industry already trust. For floors that work as hard as you do, call Cascade Floors at 503-769-6823 or visit cascadefloors.com.
So this might be, you're a performer, but what venue do you think has the best like alcohol or like drinking culture?
I'm gonna take you back though. The Blockley, and it closed down.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Y'all too young to know the Blockley, I think. So there was a spot called the Blockley on UPenn's campus. It turned into a furniture store, and then it sold like like a Circuit City type joint. After
I think I know what you're talking about. It's always
38th.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a Santander Bank over there.
They always show it as like this is like a premier property, but it's been on the market for like 20 years,
and nobody's put anything
it's
new there.
Beautiful, but like nobody knows what to do with it.
So the Blockley was really like where I got my like I guess feet wet on the craft beer scene. It was a poorhouse, and they also had like they might have had like 18, maybe like let's say like had like 16 taps there.
Wow.
And this is back when like it wasn't really a lot of spots in the city that had stuff like that. And it was the first time I had Eddie Fitz, Edmund Fitzgerald, Great Lakes beer.
Cool.
First time I had that there. So that was like my introduction to like the craft beer. So I think they had the best drinks, if you will.
Yeah.
And I performed there. I performed there with Joe Button. I performed there with Ghostface Killer. I saw Raekwon there. I seen Mobb Deep there. Like that venue was like the venue. And yeah, they had the best drinks. Yeah. I was fried there one night. One night when Red Bull threw an event there, and this was my introduction to like Red Bull and vodka. I never knew about that. And there's pictures of me double fisted Red Bull and vodkas, and I think Talib Kweli performed that night there. I don't know. I was fucked up.
You've seen the pictures.
Yeah, that's how I know. I just remember the picture.
How did your wine go? I mean, the transfusions, the RTDs are like very similar to beer, but I imagine wine is like much different.
Yeah, and it was always special just to the show.
Oh, it was just at City Winery?
We would throw it at the have them at the show. I had a partnership with a company called Sandcastle Winery, and before we actually went to market on the product, we did a couple soft releases, but before we actually went to market on the product, they ended up getting acquired, and I think they built out the winery and then also built like a boutique hotel there, and they just shifted their focus and where we was on, so we never really got to market with the product. But that was like the first foray into wine, and then when the City Winery shows popped up, Chateau Nicethings.
I see you have. You're gonna make a hotel, Chateau.
Oh no, that's the name of the wine, Chateau Nicethings.
Oh,
yeah,
got it.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Cool. I like that name.
Yeah, thank you.
I just lost my train of thought.
Any other drinks or like beverages that you're like thinking of? Because I feel like you've touched on a lot at this point.
Yeah, well, this product right here, I'll say it like this: this won't be the only canned cocktail.
Okay.
Eventually we're moving up to a 4-pack.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll have some other varieties of the transfusion, and then my grandiose scheme, I will tell you, is we reverse engineering this. So this is a special tequila that is in this.
Ooh, okay.
And ultimately, that tequila will live in its own space. So we kind of like, how Jack Daniels did Jack Daniels first, and then they did the Jack and Cokes, and we kind of like moving in reverse to.
Have you done a hard liquor before?
That will be the first foray into that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do tequila your favorite hard liquor?
No. It's not.
I feel like you have a story behind that one.
Yeah, you know how that go. It's not my favorite at all. It's my frequent. It's my most frequent, but it's not my favorite. It don't do me right.
Tequila's gotten so popular in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I drink a lot of tequila, and I'll drink tequila from the sun months. So I'm drinking tequila from May to the end of August exclusively in a sense. But no, I'm a bourbon guy.
Okay.
I like a rye whiskey or a bourbon or something like that. I'm into that if I'm like drinking something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like we went to Mexico for his wedding like last month?
Yeah.
The amount of mezcal that we had, like, holy shit.
Mezcal got popular in the U.S. last year, and it's kind of died off just because nobody has money right now to buy stuff, expensive stuff like that.
That'll burn your taste buds up, man, drinking that much mezcal.
We were drinking straight from the mountains. This was like pure mezcal. It was legit, no hangover.
It's like sipping a cigar.
Yeah, it was nice. So all your different things, like your Nice Things beverage, Nice Thing, like the golf stuff, it all has like its own website. Like, I imagine you've gotten pretty good at like, you can probably just spin up a new business in a weekend.
Don't challenge me, man. Yes, I can. It's terrible.
Does that all come from the music? I mean, like, I imagine like the music is like a great way, because a lot of people say like, door-to-door sales is like, then creates the best entrepreneur. But like you as a musician, you got good at kind of all these things. And
I think it's a mixture of ADD and opportunity. You know what I mean? Like these opportunities present themselves.
I was gonna ask you that too.
And
like,
the way,
is the ADD
yeah, the way
so many different things going on.
the way it's working up here, I see it already. Like I see it so quick, and yes, I could put it together super quick. And which is why sometimes I gotta stray away from telling people certain hobbies and things like that, because like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm like, don't tell me that.
Do you know
shit.
Worst thing you could have told me just now.
Do you know Al Upshaw?
Nah.
He does what's
Concrete
his name?
Blues.
Concrete Blues.
Okay.
It's like a English mild brand that he does, but he was brewing it out of Dock Street. No,
Okay.
not Dock Street.
Oh, was it Dock Street for a minute? It's Carbon Copy.
It's carbon. He was brewing out of Carbon Copy.
Yeah,
but I
okay.
think that his is like right now he's a bartender at what is it?
Meeting House.
Meeting House.
Oh yeah, I know.
And then he
Meow.
has this brand, but he was telling me that like he was looking at kind of your brand, how you spun it up, and I think it's
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
I think that a lot of people can like. I mean, one, it's like it's very on brand.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's the whole
like,
thing. I'm living out loud in a sense. Like everything is just a natural extension of some
With-
shit I'm already doing.
With the
Some shit I really
RTDs, it
believe
can get
in.
dangerous sometimes because a lot of people think that you're just creating a product. And
Nah,
it's
I
like
made
a
sure I didn't do that. There's
throwaway
no
brand, but
no
like you created like this
aspartame.
like whole.
Yeah, it's gotta
Very
fit
architecture.
under the Nice Things umbrella. It's gotta have a certain quality to even be called Nice Things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's none of that aspartame. There's real ginger in there, like real Brazilian ginger. So sometimes like if the can sits for a while, you might see sediment, but it's like that's because it's real ginger in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna see it in these. It's
Nah,
super
this is
fresh,
great.
but I'm saying, you know what I
Super
mean?
clear.
I like the color too.
Yeah, no, I really only poured them in a glass so y'all could see the color, but I like them out the can if I'm being honest.
This is definitely a can drink, but we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
get the
I respect that. I respect that. And yeah, like I said, sometimes we do it like a citywide, so you get this and a shot of tequila.
Nice.
I would love for that tequila to be Gran Coramino, until ours come out or whatever. But it's Philly tequila, it's Kevin Hart's tequila. I'm like, it should be a whole Philly. That should be the Philly special right
Yeah.
there. A Nice Things tequila transfusion and a shot of Gran Coramino should be the vibe.
Have you gotten any athlete things? I know you do stuff with the Eagles.
So the Sons of Ben are some of our biggest supporters.
The Sons of Ben, that's the soccer,
at
right?
Yeah, Philly Union. So we're at their tailgate, 10 cases a week
Nice.
sometimes.
Are you a soccer fan?
Yeah. I'm not the diehard, you know what I mean, but I enjoy the sport. I love all sports. I'll sit and watch cricket for a day and a half, and I'll watch the whole joint.
Well, that's what cricket is. You know the whole.
That's
thing
why.
about
Yeah, that's how I know. It's the whole day and a
Yeah.
half, and I'll drink my tea and I'll sit and watch cricket. I've driven past people at Fairmount Park and they're out there playing cricket, and I pull up and I'm just sitting on my hood and I'll just sit and watch sometimes. Like, I like sports. I love sports. But what were you saying about the sports stuff?
Like you're involved with so many people. It's not just musicians that you're involved with. It's like also like athletes. Like you haven't you rang the bell for the Sixers?
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I imagine you're around a lot of other famous people that have like you're kind of putting this in your hand. Like do you just have these in your backpack all the time?
Yeah, especially on the golf course. Like Brandon Graham drank some or has drank them.
You probably inspired him to then get involved with this.
It was
company.
before that, so possibly.
Which I don't know when he's going to get back into it. Like they were doing the crooked tea,
Mm-hmm.
and then he took some time off to then get back in the league. Has he officially retired now?
I'm not even sure. And I saw they went big with them crooked T Jones. They went to the 24, the Foster's size Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
I haven't had one of those. Like I said, I haven't even drank any of them things. But yeah, I'm around a bunch of people all the time. It's not like
Like what's your knowing day like? Like you're doing so many different things.
there's no such thing.
Every day is a new day, or do
No
you have a
such thing.
structure as far as like
Nah.
you do this in the morning and then
I used to try to say Mondays was my day off. I'm sitting here with y'all right now, so that's obviously not a thing anymore. Yeah, I don't. There's no normal structure. There's no normal day. Tuesdays is when we do week off now. Currently, so far our winter session, and then I'm in a bowling league, so I'll go bowl after that. You know what I mean? That's for me.
yeah.
But other than that, like no 2 days are alike.
Are you doing anything for the like the 250th anniversary this
Doing
year?
a lot of things.
Is
When
that the
when is
city's
this
reaching
coming
out
out?
to you? This will be out 5, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. We have a ton of
Yeah, we have
recordings
a lot
right
of
now.
episodes.
All right, so I'm working with Visit PA,
Yeah.
statewide tourism board.
Cool.
I'm officially one of the playmakers of the year for 2026.
Cool.
So you'll see me at the PGA Championship this year.
What, doing like hosting for them?
Doing
or
a lot
what?
of things, man on the street stuff. We're gonna ask some people some questions. We're gonna hang out. We're hosting a VIP tent up there. And then March Madness is here. Doing some things with the African American Chamber of Commerce as their brand ambassador in residence. So doing that for the 250th. World Cup, NFL Draft is in Pittsburgh, and
That's
then
sick.
the MLB All-Star Game is in PA this year, in Philly this year as well. So you'll see me at any or all of them Jones.
And when is the Roots Picnic? Is that
Roots
the fall?
Picnic is this year, March or May 30th and 31st, I believe, and they moved it up to the
Memorial Day
Platte. Yeah, they moved it up to the Platte this year, where they always wanted to be. So in the song "Summertime," Will Smith says a place called the Plateau is where everybody go. That's where the Roots
Wait,
Picnic
where's the
is this year.
Plateau?
Belmont Plateau is in West Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not too far from the Man Center where the Roots Picnic has
Yeah.
been for the last couple of years. Like maybe like up the street a little bit.
Is there a venue there, or they just
they're
make
building
a- they
they're
just
building
build
a whole
it?
space out there. So
I guess the Man is not big enough. Like they need more space.
whatever it is, but they're building new stages out there. I'm interested in how it's going to look, what the format is going to be, but I know it's going to be dope because that's where they always wanted to be. Like they always wanted to have it up at the Plate. So I'm hyped for them. I'll definitely be there. Yeah.
Have they gotten involved with any of your stuff, the drinks?
Well, you should see these there this year. And when we did the Nice Things Cream Ale,
This is the perfect drink for Memorial Day weekend.
I think so.
my gosh,
I think
yeah.
so. It's a perfect drink for everyday weekend. But no, when we did the Nice Things Cream Ale, we had them available at the Roots Picnic that year, and then like I say, these will be there this year as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure in what capacity, whether it be just VIP or we out there slanging them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're doing yet, but we'll be there.
So how do you manage your time?
I would like to think wisely.
Did you have people like
That's-
on your team? Like,
Yeah, that's
are you
my-
doing your
that's-
social media? Are you doing everything, your website, everything
Yeah,
yourself?
man, who pulled up with me? It was me and 8 of these Jones.
Yeah, but how? You're doing so many different things.
I
It's
know.
like
Because it's real.
nonstop.
It's just real. It's my real life. Like,
You're like a creator. Like everything that
Yeah.
you're doing, just like you're putting it out there.
I'm living a life that I built. I'm living out loud. I'm enjoying all of it. Like it's simple. Because it's just I'm not thinking about it. I'm
Yeah.
really just doing.
We had this guy Steven Grass on, who's just like this super accomplished like designer around here, like an ad agency guy.
Okay.
And it seems like he's doing so much, and he basically told us like, yeah, but everything I create, I'm creating nonstop, and everything I create, I put out. A lot of people create stuff and they just keep it for themselves, or they're embarrassed.
I'm one of
about
them.
it.
Yeah.
Just put everything out.
No, I'm the opposite.
Oh, really?
My hard drive recently crashed,
Of just music.
and I lost 6.5, 7 years worth of everything.
Damn.
My God.
4 albums that I was currently working on that was set to drop this year. I was dropping an album every quarter this year. Lost all of that. I lost music I was producing for other artists. I lost every beat that I've ever made in a sense because the computer I was using was bullshit. After a while, like it didn't start as bullshit, but
Yeah.
over the years, the computer, you lose memory. So I'm saving everything to this hard drive. And in the same time, I'm like hoarding it a little bit. Like I gotta wait for the perfect time to drop this. Like I'm gonna wait till we drop the second flavor of this, and then that's when I'm gonna drop this song and all of that shit. I'm not creating and releasing at the same clip that you talking about your man's was doing. So now I'm like I'm not doing that no more. Like I started because the music's going, but like I had like references, like I bounced the song.
It's
and
in
sent
your
to
head. It's
somebody.
gonna be-
Well, it's in my phone. I've bounced the reference of it to hear it to see what I had to go back and finalize it. But
Yeah.
now I just got to start all over. So I'm in the process of re-recording the music. I re-recorded a song and we put it out that Friday. We linked with Tidal. and
Not doing
Yeah.
this anymore.
yeah, I'm not doing that no more. I linked up with Tidal. Tidal's got a situation. I was one of the first artists, if not the
You just
first
put out
artist.
a-
Yeah, we just put out a song called Lord Willin' with Tidal. And
It's title exclusive, right?
yeah, it's a Tidal exclusive, and you can buy it directly from me on Tidal. So it's not
that's
like
cool.
a stream. I'm back to selling CDs out the book bag like we started this whole conversation talking about, but now it's the digital version of that, and it's I can just click upload and it's available right now. I can put out a song right now and you can go buy it right now. That's how it used to be in a sense. I ain't got to go through the red tape and all of that of submitting it to Apple and all of that stuff. So shout out to Tidal for doing that for us. But now that's like, all right, now I can put this stuff out and not be hoarding it and not hold it. I can create and release at the same time. Now I just got to find the time to re-record it.
Has that been your cadence? You're normally putting out 4 albums a year.
Nah. I haven't put out an album since, what's this, 26? Since 2024. We've put out like little EPs and singles and stuff like that.
Not a full album?
Yeah, I haven't put out a full album since 2024. It was called We Still Got Time. What's it called? We Still Got Time? I Still Got Time? One of them.
But you're going to put one out this year?
If I finish re-recording all this stuff. If I'm not putting out an album this year, I'm putting out an album's worth of music this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I say, the plan was 4. And that was just my solo stuff. Then I had like stuff I was promoting or producing for people, should I say, that I don't know.
You produce your own music also?
I produce music for artists. I produce music. I write music for artists. I've not made a beat for myself.
Got it.
I produce on some of the songs. Like I might, tell a producer, yo, let's change these drums or like add this sample to it or, something like that. But I don't know. I don't make beats for me. Like I never made a beat that made me feel like, yo, I want to rap to this. I want somebody to sing to this. I'm making, the music I can't.
Is that like it's easier to like channel other energy in there? Like
it's just the only time I get a chance to.
Yeah.
I don't get a chance to just be creative. I rap about my real life. I'm not pushing no products that I really don't endorse. I want a chance to say like some wild shit on a record, like or some wild shit said on something that I produce. So I'll make the beat. It's like, yo, go sing about whatever you want to sing about or whatever. Some shit I can't do.
Yeah.
This isn't a question, but I just watched the Kanye West Genius documentary on Netflix.
Okay, I remember that, John. Yeah, 3 episode, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like some old school. Do you have any documentary stuff from like you making stuff? When you were younger?
I'm working with a documentarian director named Aaron Ryan right now. We've been documenting stuff maybe 3 years now, 2-3 years.
It's cool.
And then I used to have a series called Progression, where before I got a big label meeting coming up. Let's get a camera. Let's film this whole day. I got. This day I got to go, to this interview. I got this show tonight. I got this. Let's film the whole thing and just show people, the progression. Let's show them the whole story. So I've always documented. Like,
are you involved with Rec Philly?
Yeah. Shout out to them.
They did, what's his name? Dave Silver?
Yeah, that's my guy.
They just closed down.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing over there? You were just like working out of there?
Mad different partnerships, since they were in the window.
And what
factory.
exactly was that? Because it was just like a creative agency. Like you just to be.
I mean the guy Will Toms. He always had the best description for it. He was like, "This is like Planet Fitness for creators."
Yeah.
So you come in, you swipe your membership card, and
They just had everything
you need. The bench press, like you need a podcast studio, we got it. You need a leg press, we got a stage for you. You know what I mean? You want to make merchandise, we got that. Literally, whatever you wanted to create, it was like a Planet Fitness for that, Joe. And then, worked with them since, even before it was Rec Philly, it was Broad Street Music with Dave Silver, and he was producing a lot of concerts.
That dude is everywhere.
He's a creative. He's a creative.
He's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's making music right now. I'm actually having lunch with him this weekend and
That's cool.
really gonna catch up with everything that he's doing. He just came back from I think like 7 different countries and hiking and all kinds of shit. Like but he's another one of them thinkers. You know what I mean, some people just think and live out loud for a living. Like
and do. No, they don't just
think.
They think
and they do. Correct.
That's cool. All right, so I guess do you have anything else? You said you're doing like a variety pack.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly?
Yeah.
Are there any other, you don't have to announce what you're into, but like, are there any other like flavors that you're into? Like, is it all going to be tequila based?
I don't want to give. We can do it after this. I don't want to give it away because somebody's going to pick up on what I'm putting down. I don't want that to happen because
I got you.
It's right there, but obviously they're missing it. So we're going to be the first ones to do it.
Yeah,
but
they're just looking right through it.
Yeah, you'll see it happen, and you'll be like, oh, duh.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to promote right now?
I mean, just everything Chill Moody. You follow me on Instagram at Chill Moody. You can purchase these
You just buy
amazing
right
cocktails.
online, right?
You can buy them online at nicethingsbeverages.com. If you live in PA, we deliver directly to your doorstep.
Really?
Yeah. You can get them straight to your doorstep in like 2 business days. They get to you, or you can go on that same website, nicethingsbeverages.com, and just find out all the stores where we're located.
You're at a lot of golf courses. I mean, obviously it's a transfusion.
We're at a lot of golf courses, music venues, and then we're trying to hit like a beer distributor in each part of the state at this point. But retail wasn't like the go-to focus right away. We're trying to build the brand because we got some bigger plans. I know you was talking about tap rooms. Like we moving in that direction.
That's cool.
I need to bring,
I can see like a golf simulator.
I need to
you
bring the
got
Blockley
going
back. I need that same vibe when I walked into the Blockley. I need to create that for the next generation. So
and you have so many friends. Like I think it'd be easy.
Everybody pull up. So I'm talking golf sims. I'm talking a stage. I'm talking a merch. I'm talking distillery, brewery, all under one roof. So we aiming in that direction. So a lot of these are just stepping stones.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Cool. And then what's the golf?
We Golf Now. WeGolfNow.com. We serve black and brown youth from ages 8 to 18, teaching them everything about the sport and the business of golf. So if you're interested in that, and all of this is on Instagram as well, at We Golf Now, at Nice Things Beverages, and the Nice Things Invitational, 4th annual Nice Things Invitational, our charity golf outing, is August 15th at Letter Rock. So look out for the tickets.
Go check out beautiful Harleysville.
Yeah. No, it's dope. And that course is nice. I love that course up there.
It was a nice little home course.
Yeah.
Cool. So then you can follow us at Brewdat, at the Brewdat Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify.
Give us some 5 stars.
5
Thank
stars.
you.
Let's get in the comments. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Sweet.